0. Now, when this was if this is a 1, what's its factor? It's x minus 1. So x minus 1, and then what did we get when we divided? Remember, it was x cubed, so it goes down to x squared plus x minus 6. So we just used synthetic division, and we got it on the first shot, which is exciting because that doesn't always happen. We just picked a number, and it worked. Now look what's left. We don't have to do synthetic division for this because this is factorable. How do you factor x squared plus x minus 6? It's a straight up MC chart. What multiplies to negative 6 and combines to 1? 2 times 3, which one's negative? The 2. So factored, that polynomial is this. We didn't know how to factor it. We didn't have a method for factoring that problem. So we use synthetic division to kind of get it to something we do know how to factor. Right? So my p of x, and I'm going to rewrite it. My p of x was x minus 1, x minus 2, x plus 3. So then what are my actual roots? X equals 1, x equals 2, x equals negative 3. So that's the process. I do synthetic division, get my polynomial down to something that's easier to deal with, and then I state my roots. Okay? All right, let's try another one. Find all possible roots of the p of x, of the polynomial p of x. All right, so should we do synthetic division here? Is there a number by itself without an x? No. Look at this. Can you factor this? That's the first thing you should check. Always check, do I know how to factor this? Do I have a method? We don't want to do a bunch of guess and checking if we don't have to. So this is actually factorable. What's everywhere? There's an x everywhere. So I'm going to factor out an x, and I'm left with 2x squared plus 9x minus 35. Parentheses, x on the outside. Now, do I know how to factor that? This is the slide rule. Remember the slide rule? So we're going to make our new trinomial. Let me do it on the side. So we're x squared plus 9x, 2 times 35. What's 2 times 35? 70 minus 70. All right. So we're multiplying to negative 70 and combining to 9. All right. Let's see what the numbers are. Let's see if this works. 1 times 70, 2 times 35. 3 doesn't work. 4 doesn't work. 5. 5 times, let's see, 2 left over, 14. Oh, that's it. This gives you 9. Okay. So then what do you do? X minus 5, x plus 14. Is that the answer, though? Nope. We were supposed to divide by something. Do you remember? That 2 in the front, we multiplied by 2. So now we're going to divide by 2. Right? We multiply 2 by 35. So now divide both of these by 2. One of them will divide. This one doesn't, so the 2 slides to the front. 2x minus 5. 14, you get x plus 7. Okay? So we have x, 2x minus 5, x plus 7. That's your p of x. So now it's completely factored. We factored completely. Now what are the roots? What are the roots? Don't remember, x equals 0. Nah, people keep putting 1. The whole idea is you set these equal to 0 and solve. Negative 7. Switch the sign, positive 5, and don't forget to divide. And you're done. Okay? So that was an easy one. I threw that one in because I want you to remember that you don't just jump to synthetic division. Synthetic division is our last resort. Synthetic division is the last resort because really it's just guess and check. All right. One more. This one we will have to do synthetic division. All right. X to the fourth minus 5x cubed minus 5x squared plus 23x plus 10. It's an x to the fourth. We have no method. Unless there was x's everywhere, there's no way we have to do this. So we have to do synthetic division. Okay? So look. What are our possible zeros? So put down your possible zeros or roots. All right, so we have 10 divided by 1, so we're going to focus on the 10. right? What are the numbers that divide into 10? We have plus and minus 1, plus and minus 2, plus and minus 5, and plus and minus 10. Again, remember the number is 10. Write down all the numbers that go into 10. What are the factors of 10? Right? All right, so now we're doing synthetic division. Let me get a piece of paper, separate piece of paper. All right, so we have x to the fourth, so that's 1. Can you see what I'm writing is? All right, 1. We have negative 5, negative 5, 23, and 10. Okay. So let's start with 1. I always start with 1. I mean, you don't have to, but I think it's easier. All right, so we bring the 1 down. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 5 and 1 is negative 4. 1 times negative 4, negative 4. Negative 9. Negative 9. 14, 14, 24. So we have a remainder. If we have a remainder, we're sad. That means 1 did not work. Okay? So now let's do it again. Instead of 1, I'm going to do negative 1. And I like to do it this way just to have some sort of a pattern. If you're always skipping around, you're going to lose track of which numbers you've done. All right? So 1, negative 1, negative 6, 6, 1, negative 1, 22, negative 22, negative 12. All right, sad again. Remember, multiply and then combine. We're not don't try to subtract or multiply or do anything weird. Negative 5 and negative 1 give you negative 6. All right, so both the 1s are out. Moving on. 1, negative 5, negative 5, 23, 10. You will get awesome at synthetic division after doing this a bunch of times. Bring the 1 down. 2 times 1 is 2, negative 3. Negative 6, negative 11, negative 22, 1, 2, 12, nope, sadness. Negative 2. Is this super obnoxious? Yes. Is it difficult? No. Again, literally, there's no craziness happening here. We're doing guess and check, guys. Don't think, oh my god, this is so horrifying. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's not difficult. Bring the 1 down. Negative 2, negative 7, 14. Watch your signs. The biggest issue I see here is